Coming right up, the Nuggets taking on the Mavericks. For the Nuggets, the goal is to get better each. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is DA.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Morris. Also, Michael Porter's out there. Jokic is out there with Gordon. It's Najee in at the four-man position. And for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at small forward. Porter passes to Jokic over Porzingis. And it's Jokic missing. Now Porzingis over Jokic. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. The drive by Gordon. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. We play just over a minute here in the first. Takes a shot at the elbow. That one doesn't go. And Denver the other way now. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, Jokic did a nice job positioning himself down in the paint. Usually he's at the top of the key, but this time knew where he wanted to get the ball. Shot it on the inside and scored.
Doncic against Porter. Doncic with the bucket.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Morris kicks to Porter. Back to Morris. Doncic with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith. Jokic defending. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Najee. A tip in on the offensive rebound. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Doncic outside. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Morris, no good. Jokic with the steal. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Out to Morris. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Najee passes to Porter. Off target with his three. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Three-pointer. Denver grabs the miss.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Shaquille Harris comes in for Porter.
This is a nice battle inside. It's a matchup where Jokic has the size and the moves to probably take advantage of the defense.
Brunson against Morris. Dallas, no good that time either. Denver leading by 4. And then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Here's Brunson. Picked away. Cauley Stein against Millsap. Here's Morris. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Powell, the pass to Cauley Stein. Powell, that's good.
Well, a 7-footer that has a bit of moxie. Willie Cauley Stein loves to play rough down low.
Here's Harrison. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The pass to Jokic. With 1 on the clock. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Denver with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Trey Burke. Then it's Willie Cauley Stein, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position.
Well, there's been a lot of attention around the league about how good Millsap was defensively on the interior, but don't forget about what he could do on the offensive glass.
Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's such good work to make this a 1-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. AP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that 2-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
The team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor. Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Bol.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
And he sinks the second. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Bol can't hit. And that's a foul called on Bol. That's foul number 2 for him. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Mavericks trail by 3. Dallas moving the ball around. Out to the right wing. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
All free throws good from Doncic. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Morris looking over the floor. Passes it to Nagy. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Doncic outside. Hardaway passes to Doncic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Pass to Gordon. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Porter. And Doncic gets it to go.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
Morris passes to Jokic. Back to Morris. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. That one goes. Count it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Doncic outside. 16 seconds left in the first half. Cauley Stein finds Doncic. And he lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
One thing about Porter Jr. you talk about is consistency, and that is just not on the floor. It's about his health and availability to his team so he can show off the multi-talented game he does have.
And a close game so far through the first. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny Hudson. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Aaron Gordon. Porter is out there with Morris, and it's Nikola Jokic. It's Nagy in at the power forward position. Count that one, and the Nuggets lead by 7.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Outside for Redick. Porter with the steal. Hardaway with the steal. Back to Powell. Jokic with the steal. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Redick is in the corner. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-double.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. Brunson against Porter. Now here's Brunson. 6 to shoot. Basket good. Brunson's got his second basket. The Nuggets leading by 9. Morris outside. And Green now top of the key. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Harrison's checked in for Denver. From deep, Richardson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Stolen away. Here's Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from Marjanovic.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Denver calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Pass to McGee. Here's Chanshaw. Harrison scanning the floor. And again, Denver no good. Mavericks trail by 9. Doncic with it. Now Bol defending. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Harrison kicks to Millsap. There's 1:47 left to play here in the third. Back to Harrison. The tray down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Chanshaw. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Chanchar's got his first 2 points of the night. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
Doncic, and it's Denver with the rebound.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Let's go. And Denver again with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic outside. There's 37 seconds left in the third.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Harrison. Misses the three. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 15-point game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
76% from the line a season ago.
And the first one drops. Big group substitution here for Denver. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Porter with it. Fires the three. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Denver looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Richardson is out there with Burke, and there's Porzingis, then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And here's Richardson outside. The Mavericks rebound. The Nuggets leading by 16. On the wing, Porter. Richardson covered. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Melly is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Luka Doncic comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Burke. Jokic is checked in for Denver. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And that one's good by Porter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Doncic left side. And that one, good.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Morris dishes to Porter. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Up top, Morris. And it's Jokic in the corner. Mavericks trail by 16. Here's Richardson. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. The Nuggets leading by 18. Here's Jokic. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Respecting how Jokic can shoot the basketball as a big man, knows exactly where to pull up from.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's stolen by Green. Gordon kicks to Porter. Count it.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Doncic feeling it out over Porter, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Morris left side. Jokic inside. Brunson covering. Just 5 on the clock. Porter outside. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks trail by 20. Richardson gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound.
Maybe a little more fundamental with positioning there to be ready for that offensive rebound. Porzingis some extra effort on the offensive glass that time.
Morris passes to Jokic. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. The shot's good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Jalen Brunson. The Nuggets making a switch here. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
Campazzo tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Redick dishes to Richardson. The three for Doncic. The putback, and Bull pulls it down. Now Green. From deep. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. To come into an thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Marcus Morris. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the 3 ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Loved seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
Now, here's Doncic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Here's Doncic, following the score by Reggie Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness, but also he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. George with the bounce pass. Leonard the pass to George. And he banks in the layup.
And the offense, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. It's a 3-point game. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard with no one around. That 3 off the mark. Here's Dallas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now, here's George. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Leonard dishes to George. Back to Leonard, 14 feet away. Outside for Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The 3 from George. The rebound by Marjanovic.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And here's Brunson after Paul George getting his 3 to go. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for the Clippers. Mann's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Beverley looking around. Pass to Cousins. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Here's Redick. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Proving that he's more than just a shooter now. Redick, when he sees a lane, he takes it.
Beverly with the ball. Count that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Brunson. Trailing by 4. The shot by Powell, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Down low. Here's Cousins, and he lays it straight in.
Cousins plays inside with an attitude that says, you want to stop me? Give me your best shot.
Passes to Cauley-Stein. Here's Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Redick trying to get open. It's hauled in by Beverly. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point lead. No good from Cousins. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
Well, one of the things I really like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't play outside of himself. He plays to his strengths.
15 seconds left in the first. And here's Beverly. Inside. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. No good on that one. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 4. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Trey Burke. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And Beverly kicks to Cousins. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Here's Burke, back to Redick. Here's Powell, up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Now here's Beverly, Burke covering. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This is
oh my goodness! And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's only the first time this half. But Kevin, they've done a great job here in that regard.
Doncic feeling it out. And Doncic throws it down.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Doncic against George. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
The slam dunk by Richardson.
Yeah, Richardson's got a nice vertical now, and you saw it right there.
Clippers trail by 8. Outside Jackson. To the inside. Zubac. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Zubac has got his second bucket of the night.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Doncic. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Clippers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside, George. No one near him. The Mavericks pull it in. The drive by Doncic. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Leonard inside. Marjanovic on him. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Leonard.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
The drive by Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Holy Stein comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Clippers trail by 7. Batum attacking. Cousins, the pass to Batum. Kennard on the wing. And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now Brunson. Off with the layup. And that concludes the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie John. And Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic gives this team, his leader. And that's...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Mavericks leading by 9. Richardson with it. George picks him up. Paul George with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
Doncic against Leonard. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Morris, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And Porzingis, here we go. 3T that time from Leonard. Clippers trail by 9.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Morris passes to Zubac. On the wing, Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac, no good.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments. You know, no time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. Cauley Stein kicks to Powell. Dallas moving it around. Cauley Stein passes to Hardaway. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hardaway's got his first points of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Now here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Cauley Stein, and it's denied. And they go to the intentional foul. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Mavericks leading by 13. The drive by Redick. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, it is hard work trying to guard Redick because he stays active and is never still. Always on the move.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Powell, and it's Burke in for Willie Cauley-Stein.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Beverly for 3, drains the three-pointer. Beverly's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, Beverly's really improved as a three-point shooter, as dependable as they come now, shooting from behind the arc.
The Mavericks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Marjanovic checked in for J.J. Redick.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And it's Burke with the ball for Dallas. It's Hardaway with the drive. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Kennard finds Beverly. Here's Batum. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
Goes back up, and it's good on the way in.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with an 8. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Mavericks. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Trey Burke is out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot. Jackson with it. He kicks it to Cousins. Back to Jackson. Up top, Batum. Headed by Porzingis. Cousins, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Jackson passes to Kennard from downtown, and Reggie Jackson gets the 3.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
Here's Doncic. Taken away. And here we go. Cousins heading to the hoop. And Jackson throws it down hard. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Luka Doncic. Dallas calls timeout. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Hardaway. Brunson scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by Morris. Clippers trail by 17, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Hardaway. That one falls. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
It's tipped. From deep three-point range. Rajon Rondo with the rebound.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Cauley-Stein kicks to Redick. Shot clock at 5. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. On the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Nicolo Melli comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Back to Morris.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Mavericks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Outside Leonard. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For 3, Richardson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's George. George able to finish.
Yeah, solid work on the offensive glass by Paul George, squeezing the orange and giving them another chance at points.
Runs in the pass to Melli. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Some good moment. All right, David, great. The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight. As seen from the starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, they've got Norman Powell. Nurkic is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the two-guard spot. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the three, the small forward. And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Doncic left side. Feeds it to Richardson. And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Springy guy. Richardson is a great leaper, and he can get way up for it, too.
Lillard with it. He kicks it to Powell. Here's the three. The rebound by Marjanovic. Now the Mavericks with it. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Porzingis.
Now, this coaching staff loves when Richardson gets inside. I mean, it keeps their offense well-rounded and gives the defense a lot to worry about.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities. Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Lillard kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Powell. There's the dish to Lillard. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Richardson outside. Doncic dishes to Richardson. And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Now Powell, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And Portland with a change here, too. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Anthony Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Redick finds Cauley Stein. And he drops it in from the low post.
You got to do more than that to slow Cauley Stein down. I mean, he's used to absorbing contact while shooting.
Lillard against Brunson. And that one's good. Lillard. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Hardaway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. And the basket by McCollum.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Brunson. Powell trying to free himself up. Brunson the pass to Powell. It's Powell on the wing. Second shot opportunity, and that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. And it's McCollum off the drive, and they pick up 2.
Gotta respect the speed of McCollum. Fantastic at knifing through the defense and beating them to the bucket.
34 seconds left here in the first quarter. Brunson, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And a wide open look for McCollum. And it's off from three-point range. Powell kicks to Cauley Stein. Lays it up and banks it in. Cauley Stein's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, and the athleticism of Cauley Stein on the drive is really outstanding. Not many players are equipped to try to stop him, given his insane length.
It's McCollum with the drive. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got 6.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
when I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell, and it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Here's Simons, banked in off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out on his team.
Here's McCollum. It's tipped.
There's an intensity to Richardson's defense. He puts full effort into it. Loves being that thorn in your side.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Burke. McCollum against Richardson. The Mavericks leading. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over. And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
2 points. That one goes.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside, Jones. And here's McCollum for 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. McCollum's got 9.
He's a volume 3-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. McCollum kicks to Jones. McCollum against Doncic. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. And good that time. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Out left to the wing. To the middle. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Doncic outside. He's off on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
And Dallas calls their first timeout of the game.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Doncic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. Brunson the pass to Redick. Back to Brunson. 1:15 left in the second quarter. Here is Lillard. 10 points for him. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Looking to end the run. He lays it in. Brunson's got it all tied up now for Dallas. The Trailblazers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Powell, no one around him. Another shot. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Brunson the pass to Cauley-Stein. And it's good for 2. Cauley-Stein's got 9.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. In the corner, Powell with it. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Powell. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
We've got Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. There's the three, and it's Simon's missing.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Excellent pass there to cap that break with an uncontested basket.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Finney Smith kicks to Richardson. Over in the corner, Doncic. In the dunk by Doncic.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
90 seconds now into the second half. And the shot goes down. Lillard's got 15.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? Because contact doesn't bother.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Trey Burks checked in for Dallas. And then for the Trailblazers, Anthony's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Derek Jones comes in for Anthony Simons. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the pass to McCollum. Doncic with the steal. Here's Burke. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And Nurkic has it in the corner. Here's Anthony, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
A minute 50 left here in the third quarter.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Here's Cauley Stein. Hardaway trying to free himself up. Anthony with the defensive effort.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Powell. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Brunson against McCollum. Lobs it up for Cantor. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And the chemistry Cauley Stein has with his guys is evident. He knows when to go for these alley-oops.
And Jones has it in the corner. Portland moving the ball around. And it's McCollum off the drive. The putback. He doesn't hit that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Brunson. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 16. And Jones slams it in.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Brunson. He's got 6. Redick is in the corner. Clock at 6. Stolen by McCollum. Dishes it to Jones. A shot by Anthony. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Portland, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Lillard. The rebound by Marjanovic.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Just 5 on the clock. And Doncic throws it down.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Lillard. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Lillard against Doncic. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Dallas. Mavericks leading by 12. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Fires, high post, and good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. A nice shot by Simons.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
It's Richardson on the wing. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 16 here in the second half.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. Doncic outside. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Anthony, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And here is Anthony. Porzingis with the block. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Powell's checked in. Mavericks leading by 12. Richardson outside. Hardaway for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win.
Oh, good. Did you see that? It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Doncic outside. From deep. And the rebound by Nurkic.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Hardaway for three. It doesn't go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard with it. Hardaway picks him up. And that one's good. Lillard.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game, but he did it. And it's opened things up for him.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. Now, here's Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway, no good. Misses there. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, we've got Aaron Gordon. Porter is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the 4 spot. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And Jokic gets it to go. Well, Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that.
Now, here's Porter following the miss by Josh Richardson. It's good.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Here's Doncic. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And Jokic gets it to go.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
It's stolen by Morris. On the wing, Morris. Outside, Porter. Morris passes to Porter. Here's Jokic. Over Porzingis. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Porter. Jokic has got 6.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Doncic against Porter. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And so here's Denver. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Jokic. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Redick. A miss that time would have put him up. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Millsap. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Hardaway kicks to Redick. Back to Hardaway. Green against Powell. Here's Hardaway. And he can't bank that one in. Nuggets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Here's Powell. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Now, here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Gordon. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon. Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's Harrison. 23 seconds left to play here in the first. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his second bucket.
The speed on the break from Powell right now, just booking down the court and getting to the basket.
Here's Harrison. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Dallas leading by a point. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, Cole is out there with Paul Millsap. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's John Shar in at the 2 spot. Here's Millsap. The Mavericks making the shot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Burke. Kicks it to Redick. Takes the 3. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. And that one's good, Harrison.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Doncic looking it over. Marjanovic passes to Richardson. Here's Doncic. misses off the right iron.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Harrison. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Morris against Doncic. On the wing, Green. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Jokic. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for the Nuggets. Porter. And Porter putting it right back in.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They get it again to stop the drought. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Back to Porzingis. Doncic left side. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Denver leading by 5. Morris outside. Passes it to Jokic. Morris against Marjanovic. Morris kicks to Jokic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Jokic has got the lead up to 7 now for Denver. Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Porter. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Marjanovic has got his first points of the game.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Denver.
Pass to Najee. Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. In the corner, it's Morris. And it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Now here's Brunson. Morris with the rebound. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Najee. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks trailed by 5. Here's Brunson. Off on the layup. The Nuggets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Free throw good for Morris.
Taking 2 shots.
And Morris drops them both. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Uncovered. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the half. Near the three-point line, it's Morris.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And that's going to do it for us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Porzingis, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. The pass to Porter. Here's Najee, guarded by Marjanovic. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Mavericks trail by 3. Porter with the steal. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Doncic against Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Doncic outside to the inside. Here's Marjanovic, and that one good. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the game.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Passes it to Jokic. Fades back. No good on that one. And it's Dallas the other way.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
It's hauled in by Gordon.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Jokic. Nice D from Porzingis.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And he comes up with the deuce. Richardson's got his first basket.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now, here is Morris. He's covered closely. Good. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Here's Doncic. Jokic with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Porzingis. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Green finds Porter. Lets it fly. Good on the bucket.
How about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the Nuggets with some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Bol in for Green. Free throw good. Porter.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
Now here's Brunson. 1:19 left to play in the third. Here's Powell. McGee with the block. Roll the pass to Porter. Good on the shot. Porter's got the lead up to 10 now for Denver.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Down low. Outside for Redick. 50 seconds left in the third. 5 on the clock. And they get it. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Brunson. Redick passes to Powell. Back to Redick. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Porter looking it over. That shot misses. And so it's Denver with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Porter, Gordon out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Harrison in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Mavericks trail by 10. And Redick, here we go. It's hauled in by Gordon. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Millsap's running. Back to Harrison. Hardaway with the steal. Burke finds Porzingis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Porzingis has got it back down to single digits for Dallas. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Morris is checked in, and a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Hardaway. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. Josh Richardson's checked in for Trey Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Denver passing it around. Fast break, Dallas. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. Morris looking over the floor. Millsap left side. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Chanjar's checked in. That free throw good from Doncic. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Up the floor, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Dallas calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
On our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. We'll see what they can do, Kevin.
The drive by Doncic. Here's Marjanovic, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The free throw drops from Marjanovic.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Morris kicks to Jokic. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. It's deflected. On the wing, Gordon. Taji. That shot is off. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
To the wing right side. And stolen by Richardson. And here we go. Mavericks running again. Here's Doncic. That gives them the lead. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Porzingis with the block. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
It's good.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Broke loose, and that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys. Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Wow, hammering it in.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Marjanovic. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to
extend the lead.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
And so they foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. Nelly is checked in for Dallas. Burke comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and he makes both free throws.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Burke. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Morris. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. Both free throws good from Doncic. And so here's Denver. A 12-point game. Morris outside. Outside Gordon. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. He's out there with Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Oturu in at the 4 spot. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Can't go in soft. You got to have intention when you go in there on the glass. And Porzingis wanted to beat everybody to the ball that time.
Now here is George. Jackson from long range. A rebound by Marjanovic. Right wing. Here's Finney-Smith. And contact up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's George. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's George. A rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
George looking over the floor. Zubac finds George. Makes it off the glass. George has got 6 points. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Here's Jackson. Here's Oturu. Shoots over Marjanovic. Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And the Clippers making a switch here. Batum's checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Hardaway's checked in for Marjanovic. 6 to shoot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
George against Doncic. And that one is good.
What a quarter right here, establishing some confidence. 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Now Doncic. 6 points for him. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Jackson. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Zubac. Nails the baby hook.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zubac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Cauley Stein comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And they're running. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Hardaway passes to Redick. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. On the wing, Morris. Pass to Cousins. Kicks it to Beverly. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's a pretty impressive finish for Montrezl Harrell.
Mavericks leading by 4. Outside Hardaway. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. And he makes that one.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beverly dishes to Cousins. Morris passes to Cousins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Cousins is just simply not an easy cover for anybody, especially when he uses that shot fake. Highly effective there.
That's off as well, so he misses both. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Brunson with a clean look. Offline with his 3. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Beverly. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
They've got Rajon Rondo. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Oturu in a power forward. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Now, here's Zubac. In the corner, George with it. Drops in the tray. George has got 13.
And right now, the torture chamber that Paul George has put the defense in is paying off for his team.
Yep, that one goes.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Clippers trail by 5. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Oturu. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. And that one's good. Leonard.
The strength in that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story. Man, sometimes there's dunks and then there's mean dunks. That was a mean dunk.
Outside Jackson. There's the pass to Oturu. Back to Jackson. Pass to Oturu. Inside. 5 to shoot. No good from Zubac. Mavericks leading by 5. To the paint. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And George, here we go. Second chance shot. Zubac finds George. Count it. Good. George has got 15.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
All of that happening because Porzingis moved well off of the screen to find the space.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. The feed to Cousins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just such a power player is Cousins. Fantastic. Fighting his way through whatever kind of challenge the defense wants to throw at him.
Now here's Brunson. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris into the lane. In the corner, Kennard with it. The three-pointer, no good. Mavericks leading by 7. And Redick kicks to Porzingis. Nifty move. And it goes down 2 points. Porzingis has got 8 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Beverly, and the shot goes in.
That's all about balance there. You focus on the rim no matter what's happening around you, and Patrick Beverly knocks one down.
Out to Porzingis. And a deep three from Redick. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Porzingis. Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3-side.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jackson passes to George. Back to Jackson. It's not going to go for him. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
And they continue to control the glass.
Doncic finds Richardson. Porzingis against Zubac. He gets that one. Porzingis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And George, here we go. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Richardson with it. Here's Marjanovic. Can't get it to fall. The Clippers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. George with no one around. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Doncic outside. He kicks it to Richardson. Back to Doncic. And yes, it's good.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. 11-point game. Nice D from Doncic.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime? Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Pass to George. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Porzingis, and he converts the layup. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, Porzingis not thinking twice, saw the gap, got in there, and scores.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here's George for 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
So both teams changing it up here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist from Cauley Stein. Redick's got his second basket. Clippers trail by 17. Beverly up top. Brunson covering. And Cousins kicks to Morris. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Now the Mavericks with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Beverly, the pass to Mann, and stolen by Cauley Stein. Fast break, Dallas. Brunson finds Cauley Stein. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Cousins. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Morris. Here's Mann. Count it.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Mavericks leading by 17. 54 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Brunson against Beverly. Hardaway kicks to Brunson. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Back to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. And Cousins gets it to go.
But there's a lot of moves that Cousins can go with on the inside. If he doesn't back you down, he's got a fadeaway and a step back. Tough to guard on the interior.
Now here's Brunson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both shots good from the stripe. Clippers trail by 17. Rondo passes to Kennard. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Rondo. And he banks in the layup. Rondo's got his first points in this one.
Well, Rondo concentrating right there, focused. Even when you hit him, he can maintain that good balance.
Here's Burke. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Luke Kennard, Patrick Beverly out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Batum in at the 4.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
And the Mavericks call time here. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Passes to Marjanovic. Zubac against Doncic. Got a piece of it. Porzingis tries again. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
So Porzingis can post you up. He can face you up. He can penetrate from outside. This kid is impressive.
And here's George for 3. But they recover it. Zubac the pass to Leonard. The 3 from George. The rebound by Marjanovic.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. He's too hot. Now he is 9 of 10.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
George against Doncic. A nice shot by George.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Doncic finds Richardson. No good with the triple.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
Here's Doncic. Paul George making his last shot. The pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic looking it over. Down low. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
George passes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Here's Porzingis. Back to Richardson. Out to the right wing. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Jacks up a three. They get it back. Pass to Finney-Smith. Left side, Porzingis. To the left side wing. No good from Finney-Smith. Clippers trail by 14. George dishes to Leonard. Jackson has the open look. And a miss there on the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Mavericks.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Porzingis.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and a wrecking ball on both ends.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubats. Morris comes in for Leonard. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Now Kennard, after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Burke. Pass to Melly. Burke with it. From deep three-point range. Kleba kicks to Burke. Some nice passing here by Dallas. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Beverly. To the inside. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They came in here, and thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up. The Trailblazers focused as they walked into the locker room earlier on. Their job is basic tonight. Get a win on their home court. We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here in the Pacific Northwest. And nothing...
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that could be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And for Portland, we've got Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. He's out there at Nurkic. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard. Hollis-Jefferson can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Stripped away. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Now, here's Doncic. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, the coaching staff loves seeing this. I mean, Porzingis being active and effective from this area here.
Lillard against Doncic. That one goes in.
Boy, he is looking confident Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Here's Lillard. Passes it to Powell. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. 5 on the clock. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Derek Jones in for Anthony Simons. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Trailblazers trail by 4. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And here's Brunson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's McCollum. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Brunson scanning the floor. Outside, Redick. Back to Brunson. 9 feet out. Connects. The jumper drops. Brunson's got 6 points.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Here's McCollum. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Brunson against Cantor. Got a hand on it. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Jones with the ball for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Here's Simons. Burke covering. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Burke. The layup missed. It's all tied in Portland. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Detention at the school because I never followed rules.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. And it's McCollum off the drive. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
I mean, call him a combo guard, 2, whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost. And when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Hardaway passes to Cauley-Stein. Now here's Burke. Chalk up 2 there. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. McCollum with the ball. Drops in the layup for 2. McCollum's got 6 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. If you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Lillard attacking. Hollis-Jefferson can't hit.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball.
Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
1:53 left here in the second. Nurkic trying to get open. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And Portland making a change here. Jones is checked in. Nobody near Lillard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Mavericks leading. Richardson attacking. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Exactly what Richardson can do on the drive. I mean, he can handle the ball. He's got a quick step. And he can finish when he gets to the rim.
Back to Lillard. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Doncic against Powell. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. And Dallas with a change here, too. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. That one drops for him. Lillard's got 8 points.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Brunson the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Doncic with the bucket. He's got 8.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
The open shot, Lillard. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Brunson with a clean look, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Dallas in the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground, and that.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Doncic finds Marjanovic.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Doncic feeling it out. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, the main weapon in Doncic's attack, he really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
Lillard outside. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Porzingis. Tries again. Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. Shoots over Hollis-Jefferson. And that one's good. Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. The 9-foot shot. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Powell for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Powell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Powell against Doncic. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Lillard misses. Mavericks leading by 9. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Here's Burke, and it's good. 2 points. Trailblazers trail by 11. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Burke. McCollum against Brunson. Now here's McCollum. He's tightly guarded, off target at the rim.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Powell down low, and the dunk by Powell.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Brunson, good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Here's McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
That's tipped. Jones looking for an opening. Powell, that's good.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
34 seconds left to play in the third. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Cauley-Stein.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Now Brunson. He's got 8. Pass to Marjanovic. The layup off target. This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? It's Dallas. They're up by 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Canton. Then for the Mavericks, Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Simons. Cauley-Stein defending. Pass to Nurkic. The jump hook. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. A 12-point game. Dishes it to Nurkic. There's the pass to Simons. Portland again missing. The Mavericks shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Here's Cauley-Stein. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. Here's Cauley-Stein. That one's not going to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Powell with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Richardson. Here's Marjanovic. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Out to Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. Doesn't go, only his third miss in 9 tries. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Shoots over Powell. Porzingis off with the layup. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Powell. Good work defensively by Richardson. Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Porzingis kicks to Marjanovic. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
Lillard against Marjanovic. Lillard the pass to Simons. It's stolen. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Finney-Smith to the left wing. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. Had the space there, but it's offline. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Simons. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy. who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Doncic outside. Just 3 to shoot. Off target from three-point range.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Hollis Jefferson kicks to Lillard. Got a piece of it.
Richardson showing you his defensive anticipation there with the block shot.
From deep. And it's Lillard missing. Now, here's Doncic. From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's Dallas winning this one. And in the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.